Alright, good morning. This is day 2 of week 9. There we go. You're a little slanted because you're on the car. But it's currently about 6 a.m. I just finished a morning run. Nothing crazy, just a mile. I did want to go a mile and a half, but I still got to finish getting ready and then work with the client around 7, so I could get it done. I also got to figure out what to eat because I don't want to keep eating out. But oh man, it's something. We're gonna walk and talk. Body's looking phenomenal right now, and I say that confidently. And if you're curious to know how exactly I've done that, I did that. Short answer: dialed in on my diet a little bit more. Specifically, heavier protein, way low on the carbs. And when I say heavier protein, like way heavier. But in order to be able to do it properly, you do need proper guidance. So that's something that I do offer, because my body, your body, completely different. And so while we could take the same approach, maybe you'll have similar results, maybe more, maybe less. Everybody's different. So at least getting on a call to be able to figure that part out, at least where your starting point is. And then from there, we figure out what we can do. But yeah, my nutrition's been more dialed in over the last 8 to 9 weeks. Maybe the last week has been a little trickier just because of events and stuff. I'm gonna take a little walk around the park for a little bit, let the blood or the heart rate cool down, let the temperature cool down. But yeah, this is week 9, day 2 of week 9, and we have about a week and a half left. Whoa, why am I dark? There we go. Week and a half of the 77 challenge, and I'm gonna give myself some grace because of the break that I was on due to events and such. But nonetheless, we're getting it done and we're getting back on track. So if you're watching this, not only is this a sign for you to take on the 77 challenge, which is 70 consecutive days of one habit. Oh, there's a beautiful deer. Hold on. I don't know if you can see it from here, but it's eyeballing me. There she is. Beautiful. But yeah, depending on how you go about it, you can focus on one thing for 70 days. You can focus on all things, which I wouldn't necessarily recommend. You want to make sure you at least get the foundation down. And so I put together a free community that you can join, at least start setting that foundation. And then from there, we can figure out what your next steps would be. Always start with like the easier foundation and then build up to more higher level. But obviously the higher level takes more intricacies. So focus on the foundation, let's build that, and then from there we take care and figure out the rest. But today's somewhat of an event-filled day. I'm gonna go in the grass because why not? And the way that we're going to go about it is we're just gonna crush it. We have everything laid out. I put together an AI assistant that helps me track a lot of things, helps me navigate through a lot of the things that take up a lot of time, or not even take up a lot of time, but just a lot of things that do require time. Biggest example is just content creation, short form specifically. While I could sit there and script it, oh, my shoes are getting wet, I'm having Wen, my AI assistant, to do most of it. Let me see how I can make this work for you guys. There we go. So I have Wen, my AI assistant, handling that part of it. I have her, I'm calling it or her, running a lot of things on the back end. Like for example, another thing, she's gonna be like my project manager, handling a lot of the content or the platform execution stuff. So I'm gonna keep this raw and whatever, because my goal right now is consistency and more so like accountability rather than editing perfectionism, because like that's what I get stuck in. And so right now it's a matter of having systems in place that push me to just do more, especially within the next week and a half, as I enter into the second 77 challenge. And so it's ideal to go through it in phases. You don't want to just try and take everything on all at once. That's just how you experience burnout and how things just fall apart a lot faster. So that would be my recommendation. Lay down the foundation through the free community. I know we talk about fast tracking, whatever else you have in mind. In terms of Wen, she's like my project manager as well as like business guide in a sense, where I have all these things, all these ideas that I want to bring into fruition, but I've done it before where I take things on and don't nurture it as much. So right now I have 2/3 things in the works. First one being coaching program for athletes, visionaries, and in terms of also visionaries, fathers who are business owners. And so that aspect is still, again, laying down the foundation or refining the foundation, and then from there systematizing everything so that things just come easier for fathers, bringing them back to their families, especially if they're business owners. And then the level 2 would be digital marketing agency, specifically focusing on offloading marketing burdens and stress through systems and through operations and management, so that fathers and families can come back together. And then the third level would be an Airbnb arbitrage aspect, and that's more for longevity, so I'm not looking to necessarily scale that to a crazy level, not at this stage right now, but at least being able to have some sort of longevity function and foot in the door. And then from there I'm actually shifting over to an apparel brand and doing like 2 or 3 other things, but that's a little bit more on the back burner. And so one thing that I did is there is a masterclass webinar that I found on YouTube. I took that link, I gave it to Wen, and Wen is, I believe currently, if not has already overnight, transcribed it and is taking like the action items and important steps to then when I access that stage, just laying it out, and then we can hyper focus on that and build from there. And so that's the process that we're currently working with. So if you don't have an AI assistant, I would highly recommend looking into it. I'm not going to gatekeep. I built mine in Base 44. I can leave the link in the description. Definitely check that out and play with it. If maybe you're looking to just fast track it, join the 77 community, which one? I think it's the tier 2 one, the one where you actually have to pay for it, because that way I know that you're serious, and I'll be able to actually guide you as to how to go about this, so you can start offloading some of the things that you don't even need, or some of the things that your AI assistant can help you with and focus on. So let's get things rolling, man. It's been too long. I've put things off for so long, and now it's time for you to do the same thing. Now it is currently 6:04, which is pretty crazy, actually. But yeah, start with laying down your foundation. I'm doing this as a way to to document and to create more consistency on this platform specifically. And we're here. Subscribe. Leave a comment below what something that you're working on, and let's see if you're actually serious about it. If you're serious, at least join the free community. And if you're not serious, I'm at least glad you're here. You can spectate all you want, but let's make great things happen for your future. So remember to be better, do better, live better, keep striving for better, and keep doing great things.